Welcome to the Metal Prognosis. My name is Lee, and on today's video, I'm going to run you through the process on how I've been composing songs for the last couple of years using a drummer from overseas. Now, I first met Nicole with Fiverr, and since then we've done about 20 songs. So we've got a really good system set up and how we like to break things down, and a really good understanding on how I like to work, how she likes to work, and how we can actually come together. So Nicole likes to use an acoustic drum kit, and then she triggers them. And I'll run you through the whole process on how I do it, what I bring to the table first, what I receive, and how I get it to the point on where I want to get it to. So, cue the cute little cartoon intro. Let's hop on the computer and yeah, let's talk about it. All right, now I've got everything set up, ready to go. So if you saw my other video where I talk about working with different composers and collaboration, this is exactly the same type of approach. I'm just gonna break it down a little bit more for you. So here's a song I'm currently working on, which I've only got one guitar rocking, and I've color-coded all of them, like I said in the previous one, to be able to identify each different sections. With this one though, there's no harmony guitars or a second guitar needed or lead work yet. So the bass foundation is just the rhythm. So I only need to do the one guitar for it. But I did record the bass for it because there are characteristics, aspects that will help Nicole or anyone you work with build a better picture for the vision where I feel like the song should go. So to give you an example, if I just do this first blue and red part here, you should be able to hear what I'm talking about with the bass, how it drops in and out. So as you can hear, that's definitely leaning towards an intro that could use with a drum fill or something a little bit more flavorous to help paint out the journey that I'm trying to create with this song. So I felt like if you just had the guitars there, you probably wouldn't have felt it as much compared to having the bass, because having that bass there and when it drops into the lower notes is really important and a big part of the characteristics of the introduction to this song. So the first thing I do is after I do this, and I'm really happy with it, I'm like, here we go, let's send this one off. I'll mix down a WAV file, just a straight export it out. And what I do is, I'll show you here, this is also what I send Nicole. I send it all my other musos if I work with anyone else. A screenshot, hopefully you can see that okay. As you can see, it's got all the color codes for all the different sections. So as soon as they see it, they know, oh, that blue section is that little melody part. The red part is really choppy, and you can see, I should use my mouse, we've got like a bridge section there as well. But on here, it's got it all laid out. It's got the beats per minute and the time signature. So as soon as Nicole or anyone else gets the file, they can add it straight into their session, line it up with their clicks and their metronome, and it's set, ready to go. So like always, try to give them as much information and make it as easy and digestible for them as possible to give them the best foundation to work off to do the best type of performance. So after I send it off to Nicole, give it a couple of days, then she brings back 3 files. Now, in saying that, Nicole and I have worked together for, as I said, a couple of years. I think we've actually hit 20 songs. This might be the 20th song, so we know each other quite well as musicians. So I know what beats she really likes to lean into and how she likes to interpret it, and she definitely knows my rhythmic flavors and characteristics I like to bring to her. So she gives 3 different tracks. The MIDI track, so I can add it in, which I'm going to do in a moment, to my digital drums. We have an overall mix. So she does just a quick mix, which is really handy. So if I'm at work, which most of the time I am, because there's a big time difference, it's like 12 or 16-hour difference between us, I might get it during work. I can listen to it on my headphones at work while I'm out and about to give her feedback and to see if anything needs to be changed. I just get super excited about it because normally, well, definitely the last 17 or whatever we've done, they've been super spot on. Because yeah, the first few, little bit of hiccups, just trying to learn each other and figure out the best way on how, musically we best can fit. But yeah, since then, yeah, just get excited about it. And then a straight drum mix. So for example, if I play this, I'm not really phased about the samples is there, but it's really handy to have that for the next section. So, all right, so what we're going to do is, to show the example of why I like both of them, is we are going to drop in, there's the MIDI there, so we do it on the 1, and that drops in and lines it up really perfectly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this drum mix as well, which has to be way down here, because I didn't think about setting this up properly beforehand. And we'll drag it back up the top right next to the other drums so we can kind of see them side by side. There we go. And let's play just a section here in the transition, going from kind of the intro part into the actual big oomph when everything kicks in. So I take out the wave and we'll just listen to the MIDI part with it. All right, so as you noticed, hopefully you did notice, because I definitely did, there's definitely spots missing there that, that these aren't firing off on. So they are snares, what are you? So none of those are triggering, hitting off, which is why it's really good that Nicole gives a wave on it as well. So now let's check it now with this. That's rad, I do really enjoy that. And it's all lined up really well. And we even go into this little part here. So there we have it. So our next move that I'm going to do, which I'll do off camera, is I'm going to go through and fix up this MIDI. Not really fix it as in there's no mistakes there. Transpose it so... I don't think it needs transposing. It's never been that bad. I think it is my drum kit setting maybe that I've got it set wrong for all the different mapping here that I've got. So I'm going to go check that, see, fix up the little ones that I need to, if I do need to. I'll double up on the guitars, I'll record those, then I'll come back with a bit of a jam, a little bit of a section so we can have a bit of a feel of it and you can hear close to what the next stage is going to be, and then we'll have a chat about it on the other side. So hold tight, not really hold tight because it's going to happen immediately for you, but yeah, I'm going to turn off the camera and get to work for a bit. And there's a nice example of what it sounds like when you implement the drums, double up on the guitars, add a few little harmonies here and there whenever we feel they might need it. And also too, what I found was running through it the second time recording guitars, and this is very much a me thing, and I strongly always encourage this for other musos as well, is you play to the drums. So Nicole did her thing there, then I re-record it based on the aggression and the intensity that she brought to the table. And I think that's where the relationship works out really well, us as musicians, how we can feed off each other where need be to help the song evolve to where it needs to be. So the next step, what I'll do with this song is get a vocalist. So I'll present the vocalist with this version of the demo of sounding really good, really solid. Then after that, once the vocals added in their part, then I'd see, just like I did with the drums or the guitar, I would see how I'd need to change and evolve it based around what they did on their vocals. Because if they start going really aggressive or really screamy in some parts, or really soft and a different type of melodic touch to it, then that would change how I'd play the guitar and how I'd approach it, and different characteristics I would want to merge and mold into, for lack of a better term, with that. So there you have it. There is just a quick rundown of how I've been composing songs just by myself in the studio, working with a very, very rad drummer who's all the way across the other side of the globe. So feel free to reach out to her if you want to use her services, or have a chat to her and see if she might be able to help you out. So thank you very much for joining this video. It was lots of fun just talking about this more so than actually doing it. And yeah, hopefully you got something out of it, and definitely keen to hear your thoughts on it. So until next time, please stay safe.